What's going on, fam? Hope everybody's doing fantastic out there, and welcome to another budget banger episode. So today we are looking at a CJRB. This one's going to fall right in the middle of that budget spectrum, right at $60. This specific one is a one that's going to be, the last of its kind. We'll talk about that here in a second. But CJRB stuff similar to everybody else. It's just a pouch inside of a box with a piece of cloth. So we're not going to spend too much time on that and get that box out of here. We're going to jump straight into the knife. So this is the Crispy Donut Community exclusive. This is their collaboration with CJRB. I think this is the first of many, if I'm not mistaken, but it will be the last that you'll see with this sprinkle pattern. Now, with these guys, you guys know I've been a fan of the Crispy Donut Community for a while. Some great friends of mine. But the thing I've really loved about this stuff is, number one, you can't take this stuff too seriously. Whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter. Whether you're, you like the colorway, whatever. That's neither here nor there. What I like about this, what they're doing here, is this isn't paint. Scissor shade thrown. This isn't paint. This ain't going to scratch off. This is milled into the G10. You actually got some functionality here. You can dye it if you don't like the coloration or whatever. Anyway, this right here is, again, the last of the dying breed as far as the sprinkle knife from Crispy Donut Community. Their new pattern is going to be what they're calling the candy stripe, what I'm calling the icing stripes, whatever. But it'll be a stripe pattern milled into your G10. Same colorway, just a little bit different design. But that being said, again, this is the last of them. I think, well, actually, excuse me, they have one more coming that's not a folder, but this is the last of the folders with the sprinkle pattern. They still got the Munchkin push dagger that's on its way. Before I keep going, there are 6 of these currently left with the satin blade. The black blade ones are sold out. Once the 6 of these satin blades are gone, that's it. They're done. So if you are interested in this, go check it out. Link will be down below. Do so soon, just because, like I said, there are only 6 of these remaining. So we'll go ahead and talk about some specs on this guy. 3.1 inches blade, 7.3 overall. Again, $60. We will take a look at the weight here in just a minute. But going in, like I said, you can see that really nice texturing on the G10. And then the sprinkle pattern milled out there does add even another layer of traction there. And then you have T8 hardware, lanyard hole, open pillar construction, deep carry pocket clip. That Hanson blue and pink colorway that CDC is known for. So it is a reversible pocket clip, but it is not inset. You do have flush screws though. Crossbar lock, and it is probably one of the better ones that I've dealt with. They probably have a D-shaped barrel in here. Hopefully you can remove both sides of these screws just so you can take the scales off if need be for maintenance. Maybe that's something we'll look at here. But really almost flush design on the crossbar lock. And then thumb studs are done really well. So this is a thumb stud version of the Hectare with the reverse Tonto. So this is a black PVD coated AR RPM 9 steel. There's your model number and everything. Blade looks good. Tons of room for sharpening because you do have a finger choil here. Try to take a look at that tip. Tip looks spot on. CJRB usually does a really good job with their fit and finish and everything. Let's go ahead and take a look at our hardware real quick. I got a little bit of wiggle there. A little bit there. Nothing too out of the ordinary. That one's got a little more than what I like to see, but it's still probably acceptable. That one's perfect. And then our T6s are done pretty well. So I am questioning, I'm wondering if both of these sides do unscrew. So that one does unscrew. Let's see if this one does. Yep. So it is a double-sided pivot. Let me see. Let's find out. Let's see, is this the... So that's the screw. Yep. Okay. Let's see if the other side's a screw. Making sure one's not a barrel and one's not a screw. Nope. So yeah, so it does have, the barrel does stay inside. And then the double-sided screw, so you can take the scales off without worrying about without worrying about having to deal with the blade coming off and everything. Make sure I didn't go off center, anything like that. All right. So, knife was perfectly centered out of the box. I was able to get it right back there. Ergonomically, I mean, it's that, you know, that pyrite, you know, there's so many knives that use this handle shape, this handle geometry, this kind of handle style. Again, it's not really anything that's breaking any molds, but it's a fantastic budget blade. Fits in the hand phenomenally. You do have a little choke up spot there. So as a knife in general, this is a fantastic, fantastic knife. Now you can get the standard CJRB Hectare that I believe has a blade hole, but I don't think they're offering the studs yet. I could be wrong on that, but I know you can get a standard, you know, CJRB Hectare without the donut print. Now, personally, for me, I kind of dig the donut stuff. I think it's fun. You know, just to throw some color into the loadout every once in a while. And again, I don't mind supporting those guys. But taking a look at the knife itself, as far as the crossbar lock is concerned, I did say that it's probably one of the better crossbar locks I've dealt with. And this is going back, if I don't think you guys wouldn't have seen the video yet, but I just did a video on one of the new SRM models that has a very similar situation going on with it. So it has phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal geometry on the actual blade itself where it interfaces with the crossbar lock. So just really, really good geometry there, which gives it a phenomenal action. So it just absolutely rockets the blade out there. It feels like it has a detent, honestly. There is a little bit of that mush that you get with a crossbar lock, but it's very much mitigated with that that geometry on the blade itself. And then this one is paired with some fairly heavy springs. So just be aware of that. So this particular model does have some fairly heavy springs. I don't know if that's normal with the Hectare or not, but it does have some fairly heavy springs. I cannot reverse flick it with my middle finger. I have to reverse flick it with my ring finger, or excuse me, my pointer finger. But even then, it's not really that that conducive for reverse flicking for me. Most people aren't me, so, or at least nobody's me other than me. But for me, it just kind of, there we go. I just have to get used to it. I haven't practiced with it in a while. It's, like I said, that little bit heavier spring does mitigate that a little bit for me. But thumb stud action is phenomenal. You can single finger, so you know, use your thumb and then use your thumb again. That works fine. Action in general is really nice. You can, of course, use the crossbar just to flick it out without any issues. So, yeah, again, I think I already went over it. 3.1, 7.3 overall weight on this thing. They didn't have any specs on it on the website. Under 3 ounces, 2.9 ounces. So perfect 1-to-1 ratio. Of course, it's CJRB, so it's going to be a cutter right out of the box. Super, super sharp push cuts paper. So you guys know I don't do draw cuts when I do these cut tests. I am push cutting the paper. Really thin paper like that, if it push cuts, it is a sharp knife. So yeah, I don't really have much more to go on in this, other than just saying for as far as for the CDC stuff, definitely take a look at what they have available right now. I know they still have some Munchkins available, and then there's a few other little odd and end things on their website currently that are still available in the sprinkle pattern. So if that's something you're wanting to jump on, go ahead and do so. But again, you can check out the other design. The stripe design is on the new Cormorant that they're doing currently, doing a pre-order for. So that's their latest Kaiser collaboration. So check that out if you want to see what the new pattern is going to look like. Outside of that, guys, I appreciate the support. Thank you as always. Just remember, please, to be kind, be humble, be EDC. Take care.